Not sure if this thing will let me do it. Well, I guess it will. Sweet. What is it saying? Orientation is locked. Orientation is locked for now. Sucker. Where am I at? Yeah, buddy, you want to see where I'm at? Do you recognize it? Curious to see if anybody recognizes it. This thing is so cool, man. Can you hear me okay, bud? Introverted Overland. Can you hear me, bro? Curious if anybody can hear me. Howdy, howdy. I don't know if I got good enough internet here to run this. Oh, you do hear me okay. I'm using my mic for the first time for live, so I'm not too sure. You guys recognize it? Anybody recognize it? Let me walk over here a second. Oh yeah. This is a famous Stanley Hotel. The scary hotel that was in the movie The Shining, but it's actually not that scary. It's actually super nice. I know some people are still like, yeah, I don't think I'd stay there. But it is a beautiful hotel for sure.
Except this one's going a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at that thing. How cool is that? What? That's freaking cool, man. So he worked on this hotel. So this is the main section of the hotel here. Oh. Yeah, this thing is sweet. It's super beautiful inside. It's super ornate. A lot of attention to detail. Ton of attention to detail, actually. And this is in Estes Park, of course, Colorado. Just chilling here. Been here for like a day. Leaving tomorrow. Headed back to Arizona. Back to the old Arizona. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys where I was at. How you doing?
How you doing?
Roll back this way. And then show you guys. So there's like the main hotel here. And it turns out there was all kinds of like important people who've been here and stayed here before. And yeah, so apparently the owner, Stanley, is the same Stanley from like Stanley Steamers, and originally he did some stuff with like what is it called, photography, and he sold the business to somebody with the last name Kodak, and that's where all that went to. And then he made cars, steam cars, and this was the main house, or not even a house, but the main hotel where people would come to stay at. And you could only stay here in this building if you were staying like with your wife. And basically it was like the kids were on the 4th floor with their nannies, and then on the other floors was regular hotels. I guess there wasn't even on the 4th floor, there wasn't even rooms originally. They just had like an open area, and it was all bunk beds and stuff like that. And then they built this over here, which is, I think they call it the lodge. Yeah, so this building over here, right there, is the lodge. And that building with the little car in front of it is where all the guys stayed, or if they came without their spouse, they had to stay there. And that was built a year later, maybe 1909, 1910 or something like that. And they said that in the time when this was being built and this one was already existing, that all the men who came and were single stayed on the lawn right here, which is kind of funny. But everybody came, I guess originally Stanley came because he had tuberculosis, and a lot of people came to Colorado and to the hot springs and stuff. And back then, I guess there was some, thoughts that elevation, the thinner air and stuff helped cure tuberculosis. And he actually came here for that reason. And they used to have, I guess, kind of a, I don't want to say a retreat, but pay a certain amount of money and you just come here and live here and die, and then they do away with your body. And that was before the hotel was built. And he actually was climbing Long Peak every day, I guess. He decided he didn't want to just exist and die. He wanted to live. So he was hiking Long Peak as high as he could every day. And eventually he was actually doing pretty good. And they say kind of cured himself of tuberculosis. I mean, there's really no cure for it, I guess, but he lived to be in his 90s. And then his friends and stuff wanted to start coming here, and he was super rich, so that's why he had a house built here. And then so many people started wanting to come with him that he ended up building the hotel to house them all. And his wife, Flora, I believe that was her name, she's the one that wanted the hotel to be like couples and stuff like that. And if you're like a bachelor or here without your wife, then you stayed in the lodge, which is this building over here. That's the lodge, and that's the main Stanley Hotel. I actually have filmed movies here, The Shining, and of course inside the bar went to last night was where Dumb and Dumber was filmed. I think it was called the Avalanche Bar in Dumb and Dumber. And then this building over here, right there, is the building. What is it? His wife always wanted to play piano for like the famous, what is it, the Boston Symphony or something like that. And she had stage fright, so he built that little, like, I forgot what they call it. They call it like I don't know if it's an opera house or something like that, but it's actually a 1/8 scale of like the Boston house or wherever they have all that stuff at. I mean, if you guys know the name, let me know. I can't remember what it's called. So let's walk down there and see what we could see. So I guess a bunch of performers have come there and performed back in the day when they owned it. I think they said that Johnny Cash has even performed there, but like Houdini, they even cut a hole in the stage apparently for him. And then again, like I said, that's the lodge right there. And that's where we're staying at, in the lodge. This is a pretty big, like, grounds. I don't know where the main house is. I haven't seen that. But they got like a little gate guard. I'm not even sure what that is over there. But there is a name over here. We'll go over here and check it out. Did the like haunted tour last night. Wasn't no big deal. Let me run across the street here. Ah! Don't hit me! Let me see. Yeah, so let's go see what this is called. The concert hall at the Stanley Hotel. So yeah, so it's like whatever the Boston Symphony or whatever that is, where they play. This is a 1/8 replica of that. And then let's go over here. Try not to film people because it's not cool, I guess. But yeah, check this thing out. Sweet. The little whiskey bar car. But yeah, that's it. That's the lodge. But want to go inside, but there's so many people. So just word of advice, if you come to Estes Park at this time, don't. It's insane the amount of people here. They're doing a strange like park pass thing for almost everything. Like you have to pay and pre-purchase park tickets, lake tickets, entry tickets, all that stuff, and it's done by a time. Like you have to make an appointment. So I guess they sell 60% of the tickets online, and then the day of they sell like the last 40%, and you have to pick your time slot that you want to go into the national park. So like say you want to go from 9 to 11, then you have to buy that time slot. Then there's like 10 to 12, 12 to 2, and then after 2 everybody can go in at any time. So we tried to go and it was insanely busy. So it really wasn't going to happen. Like it was like a 30-minute wait just to get onto the booth to pay to get into the national park, the Rockies. So yeah, this is the Stanley Hotel, and I'm gonna walk up to my room and you guys can see at least that much, because I don't want to film a whole bunch of people who don't want to be filmed. So this is, like I said, inside the lodge. This is at the main hotel. Got my lungs burning already. It's beautiful out there. So anyway, yeah. So I wanted to show you guys we're staying at the Stanley Hotel, and we're here. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for coming in and watching it later. Talk to you guys soon.